Welcome guys. Yesterday I was interviewed by a content creator who is known as Only 50 or 50. He's making a PUBG documentary and I'm sure it's going to be great if you look at his other stuff. I recommend you give him a follow so you're sure to know when this documentary comes out. I know that I'm quite excited to see it. In our conversation, we also touched on the subject of progressive skins in PUBG and gambling, both in PUBG and in gaming in general. This is a topic I haven't been talking a lot about, and it's quite interesting, and I feel like it's a bit of a taboo to talk about. So let's talk about it. To start things off, the skin progression system in PUBG is a system that allows you to upgrade the skin of weapons. Certain weapons that have been chosen for this and has gotten a progressive skin. You have to get the base skin and then you can upgrade it using materials that you also get through crates, or you can use some of the tickets that you can buy from in-game earned currency, which is difficult and we'll get to that. These skins are the peak highest level of skins that you can achieve in the game because they are the most expensive. That's how that level of rarity works. Also, this system in general is kind of fun to use. It's a great idea to be able to upgrade skins. It's fun to let a new unlock go through your weapon and now you get a new animation, or now you finally get those magazine skins, or perhaps you upgrade how the skin looks with some extra cosmetics. You can get a kill feed skin, which is super cool. Upgrading your skins here is fun. This is a fun system, and it is indeed a shame that the only way to do this is through spending money or extremely slowly through in-game currency. This paywall to use a cool, well-developed feature is a shame. Something like this would have been perfect to have as part of the built-in weapon mastery system. As you get more kills, as you level up your weapon through the weapon mastery system, perhaps even do missions, you can unlock scopes and reticles and whatnot. I still think that there's a way they can do this. They can keep the progressive weapon system and they can just make a copy of this with less flashy skins for the weapon mastery system. Something like this would be awesome. Like, I would love to upgrade my Kar 98 with a beautiful golden 8x scope when I finally push that weapon to the 5th mastery tier. But paying for crates is still the only way to enjoy this system. And now let's talk a bit about the price for these skins, because the price is obviously, it's known to be very high, which it is. A maxed out level 10 skin in PUBG will typically cost you somewhere between $1,200 to $1,700. And I speak from experience when I bought these skins and maxed them out. For example, this MK12, which is the most expensive one I bought. This ended up costing me $1,700. I think that's way too high. $1,700 for a maxed out skin? No, we should be drop it all the way down to about $400 for a maxed out skin. That would mean that you could probably get to level 5 for about $100, maybe $80, which I think is somewhat reasonable. I think it's okay that there are certain elements of a game that is more expensive than others, that there's something that those that really want to spend, that they can. I actually don't mind that. I just think that the entry level to get these and get them upgraded a few levels is way too high. Progressive skins in PUBG are a luxury item. It doesn't affect anything, it's just a cosmetic. Isn't it okay that we have skins that are more expensive than others, and some skins are so expensive that you're like, well, that's not for me, I'm not gonna pay that? I think that's okay. And that's why it's all about finding the right balance between having it priced high enough for it to actually be this high level rarity item, but also low enough to have this be a realistic purchase for people who actually want it. It's a tough balance. Perhaps my suggestion is too high. Perhaps we need to go even lower, but I do think that if we go too low, it won't be special anymore, and we might as well give this to everybody for free, and then who cares really? But even then, I would love to see more ways to unlock these skins by just playing the game. We've just seen an increase in your ability to buy tickets in the game. It used to be 10 tickets per week. Now it's up to 50 tickets per week, which means you can open 5 crates with a potential progressive skin inside of them every week. And we are constantly seeing more and more ways to get these contraband coupons in the game for free to open these progressive skins for free. This is the right direction. I'd like to see that move even faster. And now I have to address the elephant in the room, because a system like this is basically gambling. You open crates and there's a 0.9% chance that you will unlock a progressive skin. The problem with this is that we're in a video game here, and there's certainly going to be underage players being exposed to this system. Admittedly, I do not know that much about gambling and gambling addiction, and I think most streamers that claim that they're experts in this field, they're probably not. It's okay to have an opinion, but let's be educated about it. What I learned with a Google search is that even if you're exposed to light and harmless gambling as a 12-year-old, you are 4 times more likely to develop a gambling addiction later in life. I think that's quite serious, and as a parent myself, I am very well aware of all the bad things that my son can be exposed to online and in the world. And I try to be on top of that as a parent, even though that can be difficult. Does this mean that gambling in video games should just be completely banned? I think the world would probably be a better place if we did not have gambling with money in video games. For example, where this gets really completely out of hand is in Counter-Strike. Recently, there was someone who had played the game for 3 days, opened a crate, found a knife that he then sold for $169,000 US. Basically, completely life-changing money. In Counter-Strike, you can get skins and you can sell them. You can basically gamble with real money to win real money. This is not possible in PUBG. So PUBG is at a completely lower level of this type of gambling, obviously, since basically, yeah, you can gamble and the most expensive skins you're probably going to get is going to be $1,700. But at that point, there's simply no point in opening any more crates because you already have everything that there is to get. For me as an adult, I like to be able to open a few crates in the games I play. I like to be able to get lucky and unlock a cool skin. I like to be able to do this, and it doesn't hurt me. So for me, completely selfishly, I don't mind these systems. I kind of find them quite fun. And I also think that this raises another interesting question. Should we ban things because they have the potential to start an addiction? There are many things out there that you can get addicted to. Heck, even video games is something that you can get addicted to. Should we ban video games then? Where do we draw the line? Perhaps we draw the line at when it costs a lot of money. But how much money is then too much? I think this is all quite difficult to precisely say where we draw the line. And I think that is why that this remains such a difficult topic for the gaming community. So who has the responsibility here? The game developers, the content creators who are opening crates on the internet, or the parents who allow their children to be exposed to these gambling systems through the games that they play and let them open crates with their mom's credit card? I think we all have somewhat a responsibility here, but what I would like to see is that these systems get developed in a direction that better protects underage players. Because for me personally, I would like to be able to open a few crates now and then, and I would feel like it's a shame if we ban everything just because they have the potential to either create an addiction or somewhat harm you. There needs to be balance, but that balance is not easy, and it's not easy here. I'd love to know what you guys think about this subject. I have a feeling that these YouTube comments will be interesting to read. I'll read them all. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.